Hello, guys. Welcome to the fourth episode of this series, Programming with Solidity for Absolute Beginners. So, in today's episode, we are going to look at gas fee or gas. Now, gas is very, very essential to the blockchain, right? Then it's like the fuel that powers the Ethereum, right? So, it's the fuel that allows the Ethereum to operate. Just as in the same way we will need gasoline to run our car, right? We also need gas fee to make sure that the Ethereum blockchain is working perfectly. Now, by definition, gas refers to the unit that measures the amount of computational effort required to execute operation on the Ethereum network. Now, what you have to understand is that since each Ethereum transaction requires computational resources to execute, those resources have to be paid to ensure that the the network is so strong. Okay, the network is so strong to be able to execute that task because of computational resources. You understand? So this payment is made in the form of a gas fee. Okay. Now the gas fee is the amount used to do some operation multiplied by the cost per unit gas. So the fee is paid regardless of whether a transaction succeeds or it fails. Okay, good. So gas fee are so essential. Now, if you look at this particular diagram, okay, which I had it from the Ethereum um, website. Now, you could see we have gas available here. Then we have our program, EVM code, and operations. So the gas, first of all, these are the code we've written. But then, in order for us to be able to push, okay, to push it further, we need to pay a gas fee. And the higher the gas fee, the higher validators will validate our uh, application, right, or our smart contract. So this is the diagram that explains how this whole gas fee is being done. Now, what you have to understand is that gas fee have to be paid in Ethereum native currency, okay, which is Ether. Gas prices are usually quoted in gigawatt. Now, gigawatt is a denomination of ETH. Each gigawatt is equal to 1 billionth of an ETH. So let's say 1.0000001 ETH or 10 to the power 9 ETH is equal to 1 gigawatt, right? Now, how how gas fee are being calculated? Okay, good. Now, before that, with the issue of the gigawatt, for example, instead of saying that your gas cost, let's say 0.000000001, either you can say your gas cost what 1 gigawatt, right? Instead of saying that it costs uh, let's say 1 10 power 9 ETH, you could say what 1 gigawatt, right? Good. Now, how gas fee are being calculated? Now, the total gas you pay is divided into two components: the base fee and the priority fee. Now, we are going to look at each other. Now, you can set the amount of gas you are willing to pay when you submit a transaction. So, by offering a certain amount of gas, you are bidding for your transaction to be included in the next block. And if your offer is too little, validators are less likely to choose your transaction for inclusion, meaning your transaction may execute late or not at all. So if you offer too much, you might waste some ETH. So how can you tell how much to do that? Now this is the tip. So the total gas you pay is divided into two components: the base fee and the priority fee, which is also a tip. Now the base fee is set by the protocol. So you have to pay at least this amount for your transaction to be considered valid. The priority fee is a tip that you add to the base fee to make sure your transaction is attractive to validators so that they choose it for inclusion in the next block. Now, what you have to understand is that we have validators who will make sure that your transaction is being included. Now, depending on the amount of gas you are paying, will determine how fast your transaction will be included in the next block, right? So these guys are there making sure that all these things happen. So it's like giving a tip, right, to let's say a waitress or a waiter, right? So the higher the tip, the higher chances that they add you. Now, the base fee is set by the protocol, as I said earlier on, and the priority is like a tip that you are giving to the validators. So let's take this example. So let's say Jordan has to pay Taylor one ETH, and an ETH transfer requires 21,000 units of gas. 21,000 units of gas, and the base fee is what? 10 gigaway. Jordan includes a tip of 2 gigaway. So the total will be unit of the gas multiplied by the base plus the priority fee. So where the base fee is the value set by the protocol and the priority fee is the value set by the user as a tip to the validators or the validator. So for i.e. 21,000 given the formula above times 10 times 2, which is going to give us 252,000 gigaway, which is what? If we raise it by the power we gave, which is 10 power 9, we are going to get 0.000252 ETH. So when Jordan sends the money, 1.000252 ETH will be deducted from Jordan's account. Taylor will be credited with 1.0000 ETH. So the validator on the other side will also receive a tip of 0.00004 ETH. The base fee is 0.002 ETH, which is Ben. Right? Good. So as a beginner, we don't need to dive so much into this, but then understand